So, hello, Jai Jinendra Everyone. Welcome back to Chess Ka Gyan. Today's video will be a coaching lesson for beginners. I will teach you some important things to keep in mind which will help you skyrocket your rating. So, let's begin. So, as a chess player, you always need to have a game plan for all three stages of the game: the opening, middle game, and the end game. First and foremost, we should talk about the opening. Friends, keep in mind that chess is like real piece play. So, if you develop your knights first and bishops first, then it will be easier for you to advance in the game. Now, I know what you are thinking. What about the queen and the rooks? Well, let me explain. So, let's say the game goes on and you play something like this, and opponent brings out the knight, and now you bring out the queen. So the thing is that whenever we bring out our queen too early in the opening, it is very vulnerable to getting attacked by other pieces. So as you all know that the queen is very powerful piece, and because it is powerful, it can be attacked by other pieces. For example, in this position, black can play b5, attacking the queen, and we have to waste time moving our queen here and there. For example, let's say you play your queen to b4. Now black can play e5, and if you take this pawn, your queen is gone. So that's why you always have to be careful while moving out your queen too early in the opening. That's why I recommend to move the knights and bishops first. Now, what about the rooks? Well, at the start of the game, if you play a move like h4, trying to develop your rook, black can play the move d5, and rook h3 is not really possible. Yeah, I said a4 there, it's h4, okay? Because if you play rook h3, the bishop can just take it, and basically black has an advantage because he has a rook for a bishop. So, and other thing is that if you move the rook, as we all know that if you move the rook or king, you can't castle, and castling is also very important in the game of chess. For example, let me give you something: e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop e7, castles, knight h6, and now I play and now I play d3, d6, and knight up to g5. As you can see, as black has not castled, it becomes really vulnerable about the king in the center because we play in the center. Actually, this position I just created on the spot, so it might look a little bit spicy that you can take here, but I'm just trying to show you an example that why keeping the king in the center is not really safe, and at the start of the game it's really dangerous. So you always need to keep the thing in mind that you have to develop your knights, bishops, and castle early. And the last principle that I want to teach you is the center is the key, my friends. If you play in the center, for example, e4, you open diagonals for your bishop, and laying in the center also allows you to take space advantage. Let's say black plays a bad move, a5, moving the pawn on the side of the board. Now you can play d4. Now your both bishops are open, and let's say black plays a5 here. Now we can play knight f3, and we can develop our pieces really quickly, castle quickly, and we get a very good position. But I know you're thinking the reason why. Well, when we have more pieces, it is like we have more resources. And by using those resources, our objective is clear: to attack and checkmate the king or win some material. And that is only possible when you utilize your resources to the fullest. So, this was about the opening. In the next video, we will discuss about the middle game. Till then, thanks and Jai Jinendra.